handling all this scientific stuff. It's like, let's talk about Labubu.
Yeah, let's talk about Labubu. The craze is taking over. If you haven't heard of Labubu, I don't know where you've been, honestly.
Yeah, we are just mind blown about all of this. So we have marketing professor Hank Boyd here from University of Maryland. Thank you so much for bringing Labubus. This is the first time I've actually held one and seen one in person.
Same.
Well, these are donations from our colleagues at work. They will get back to our colleagues at work because I know they're very concerned. Do not lose my Labubu.
Yeah, they're prized possession.
This is the rave, and everyone's into these. They're collectible, and as you can tell, they're very adorable. So you got the toothy smile and the mischievous, and yet they're a collection of monsters. And what's really cool is that it comes in a sealed blind box. So when you go to the vending machine, this is Pop Mart, you don't know what you're going to get. And you're hoping, oh, I need just this one to finish my collection. And maybe you score them and maybe you don't. But the thing is, it's on TikTok, so your unboxing is being shared. So user-generated content for the world, and it's gone viral. Now, you're probably wondering why, right? It started with, there's a group called Blackpink, and Lisa of the group, who's very influential, it's a Korean pop group. She had one on a keychain in 2024 of April, and boom, it took over. So it was on TikTok, it was everywhere. So Instagram, and everyone's saying, oh, I got to have this. So it's an interesting craze.
And so what do you think it is about this? I mean, these trends happen all the time, but these are now selling for quite a lot of money. So is it just that, the popularity of it all? Popularity
is a fascinating thing that you've got folks saying FOMO, fear of missing out. I got to be a part of this craze. And communities are starting to form naturally. So when you start thinking about social media, it's great. You got these hashtags, millions of visitors, millions of posts for Labubu. And so folks are saying, I want to be part of it. And we're finding with Generation Z, this is the latest rave, also for millennials. From a nostalgia standpoint, they're like, oh yeah, it reminds me of Beanie Babies back in the day.
That's exactly
or Tamagotchi. Or these things where you're like, yeah, I want to be a part of that community.
And you know, what is that, like what drives people to just come to it? I mean, these are selling for like thousands of dollars a piece. I mean, what makes this so valuable?
It is, if you're a collector, completionism. I've got to finish the collection. And so that drives part of the madness, if you will. And so, yes, if I've got 12 out of 13, I got to get that 13th guy, I'm looking for that rare variant. If I can score it, oh, a happy day for me. And you're right, it's only a mere couple thousands of dollars. Now, these in the market go from anywhere from $15 to $85, and the ones in my hand are at $30. So, once again, they're catching on.
Is it at all worrying how quickly people really just latch onto a trend with no rhyme or reason to it? Like, people just want to be a part, and they'll pay or do anything to be a part. I feel that's concerning.
Well, it's part of human behavior. I think that these things are part of my fashion statement. I find them comfort creatures, so I can put them on and accessorize, and at the same time, I'm part of the conversation. And that's human behavior. We'll always have that social need, group collective. I belong. I'm part of the group.
And it just shows how it's exploded even more with the use of, like you said, social media, TikTok, and using these influencers. Do you think this is going to, like, how long is this going to last? Because Beanie Babies was quite some time. Is this going to be, like, throughout the next year's holiday, all those
Well,
stuff?
I'm reminded of the wisdom of my father. Nothing lasts forever. So we know that right now we're at the high point of this craze. And, of course, we got the holiday season coming up, and the designers here of Pop Mart are saying, look, we've got a special collection for Christmas, and we're going to have a special collection for the Lunar New Year and all this stuff. So they can probably keep that going as long as they've got good storytelling, good micro narratives that they can present where folks are coming along saying, yeah, here's mine, here's my story. But it will peter out at some point. Something else will come along and replace this, and we'll be on to the next thing.
Well, thank you so much, Professor Boyd, for breaking down the bonanza of Labubu.
Okay, well, thank you for having me. Go Labubu.
I kind of get it. I don't know. I don't know if I would spend thousands, but it's cute,